Hey, I'm Pete the Plumber. Plumbing is what I'm all about. From emergencies to catastrophes, from brand new shiny renovations, let me and my team show you how to get it done and done right. Calgary, we've got you covered. It's cold, it's winter, it's Calgary, and we have a fan favorite. A Calgary legend, actually, we're working for. You're going to love this. This is one half of a very, very popular team that you've seen many times on TV. We're going to see Sheldon. You're going, Sheldon who? We'll find out. Sheldon, Pete the Plumber.
Hey,
How are ya?
I'm great. How you doing?
Good to see ya.
Good to see you.
I hear you've had some problems.
Well, yeah, and I'm anticipating a few more because apparently it's getting cold this weekend.
It is getting very cold this weekend.
Yeah.
But now, as a Canadian picker, don't you want an old antique furnace?
Yeah, that's what I've got.
Okay, that's
Well,
what you've got.
in between, 35 years old.
35.
Yeah, a little tired, and as you saw walking up, Pete, we got a couple of floors here that it's cool as you keep cooler as you keep going higher.
A lot of push.
Yeah.
Let's go in and take a look.
You bet. Come on in.
Sheldon Smithers. I've known Sheldon for a little while, different charity events. Very nice man, very intelligent man. You see him on the Canadian Picker Show, of course.
What are you guys looking for, though?
Hey, we don't
Anything
know.
you can make a buck off of.
Look at all the wagons out there. This is our pick.
It would need $3,000.
Well, that's a lot.
The box is great, the radio's crap.
Since you're a low baller,
That's Mr. Lowballer.
And you wonder, does he know all this stuff or does he just read something before that? He knows all that stuff. It is amazing how much the two of those guys know and absorb and can tell you the truth about everything. And he called me up and says, Pete, I need heat. Some batteries.
I want to put this over to show
Yeah.
the furnace kicks on how it barely pushes it.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
when we put the new one on,
All right.
it should show us how much more powerful.
All right.
that fan
Teresa
is.
was up there. Let me do a quick check that she left our bedroom.
Okay, you give us a holler when you're ready.
Okay.
And then start stripping the venting from the tank. Right, because that's all getting replaced. Okay. So just keep the draft hood connector.
Yep.
We had Dan the man doing it. So Dan is a very, very smart technician. He's all fully licensed, of course. Dallas was in his apprentice. Dan knows furnaces. Dan knows air conditioning. Dan knows how to make customers happy and put great product in. He was just a great fit for that job. It was fantastic for him, and he in and out, no problem. I think they were like 6-7 hours the whole job.
So we'll get one on this corner, one on that corner, and then I'll do something over on this side here too. Just
Great job, and Dallas learned a lot. Dallas is a good kid. He's a sponge. Learn, I say learn everything you can. You want to learn, so one day you will be like Dan.
Yeah, I'm not no Dan, that's for sure. He brought me to fit into the tight spaces he can't fit in.
Well, we're gonna replace the furnace. So in doing so, we got to change the whole diameter of the chimney because now the new furnace is going to be vented out the side of the house rather than going up. So our chimney is grossly oversized. So we're going to line the chimney and replace the venting going to the hot water tank. We want to keep everything that's going up the chimney really hot. That's why we got to put a double wall vent on there rather than the single wall, so the products of combustion make it up and out the chimney safely. So that's our one concern. It's done its time. 100,000 BTUs to heat this house.
Yeah.
We needed 80,000.
Right.
But the 80 has a smaller blower on it. So what we did is we got an 80,000 BTU furnace with the body of 100,000. So it's got the fan of the 100,000, but on an 80, right? So it's not going to be cycling on, smashing off, cycling on, smashing off. So,
Right.
Because we don't want to oversize, right? Because
Yep.
you have 120 in there right now, and that thing's about 50% efficient. So even at 80, we're going to have a lot more heat to work with, right? So
Yeehaw.
originally I was thinking the 100, but
Yeah.
according to all the charts and experience, it would just be too much, right? So
Yeah.
with that, but with that fan, because we have a lot of heat runs going over an unheated garage, what was happening before is everything was cooling down. because the velocity wasn't there
Yeah.
to get the products, you know, the furnace up to where it needs to. So
And this is 120,
yeah.
but less efficient.
Well, it's 120, but you're really only getting, when it was new, maybe 60%
Right.
efficiency out of it. So that's why it's a gas pig, essentially, right? So with the new one, we're getting 96% of the 80, right? So
Excellent.
we're gonna have lots of heat.
Good.
Right? So, and it being a 2-stage furnace, it won't sound like it's running at full speed all the time because it only runs at about 75-80%. Most of the time when it's just maintaining heat, when we want to gain heat or you want to, you know, turn it up and get it there now,
Then
it
it
hits
can fire
second
it
stage and then it's, you know, the freight trains are running. That we're putting in, so we're going with the wireless one.
Fancy man. Fancy man, fancy Dan.
Like that?
Yeah, man. I got the same one, but
It's the
a 16
Persuader.
ounce. Yeah, the Persuader.
Well, one day.
One
We'll have
day.
a journeyman hammer.
Your experience with Legacy Kitchen starts with a visit to our showroom, where our designers and craftsmen are committed to creating a kitchen that suits your home and lifestyle. We coordinate every aspect of the design and renovation process, taking you from an idea to reality. For over 3 decades, we have proudly served Calgary homeowners and home builders with premium kitchen design and renovations. Legacy Kitchens, we are with you all the way.
Hi, I'm Pete the Plumber, here with Mike from Tally Renovations. Mike, how do you tackle kitchens?
Kitchens are really, really important. They're the absolute heart of the home, so they take a little extra time and care to get it right, because it's really the hub for your family, for your friends, and it's the gathering place for everything that you do.
And with that attitude, that's why I always recommend Mike from Tally Renovations.
Tally Renovations. Beautiful spaces built right.
Welcome to Pacific Hut, where great food and great people come together. Classic Filipino dishes and delicious all-day breakfasts in comforting Filipino-style cooking. Bring your family and come in today. Pacific Hut.
Hi, I'm Pete the Plumber. I don't clean ducts, I don't clean furnaces, I replace them. But when I want them cleaned in Calgary, I call my buddy Annie. He's even got a camera.
That's right, Pete. We have the right equipment to manage any size job. Calgary's a pet-friendly city, and air quality is key to a happy home and a happy life. We do residential and commercial, and we don't get paid until you are happy.
And that is why Annie is my #1 reference for duct cleaning in the city of Calgary. Furnaces have developed a lot, especially over the last 5 to 10 years. Everything's high efficiency in Alberta now. We can't get mid efficiency anymore, and we need to. The first generations about 10, 12 years ago had a lot of bugs in them, and they've overcome that. The manufacturers had to, or they'd be out of business. Right now, high efficiency furnaces all come with 10-year parts and labor. They will save you another 30 to 40% every dollar you burn. 96, 97% efficient. You have to get high efficiency now to save money in our cold winters, and the warranty is untouchable on the good ones now, of course.
So now that the power is disconnected here, you can disconnect the gas from the unit. We're also going to change this shutoff valve here to a ball valve rather than this old gas cock that we have here. Just because these do have a tendency to leak sometimes, so it's just good practice to switch them out. Yeah, then we'll be able to rip this furnace right out of here. So I'm gonna go kill the gas to the house so I can change the valve. Actually, Dallas, you're gonna do that because I don't feel like walking all the way out there. There you go.
I got you.
So do your research, do your pricing. Don't just call me, call a few, compare it. Make sure you get dollar for dollar what you want. But high efficiency furnaces are really great nowadays.
So we're also going to get rid of this here saddle valve and actually solder in a copper T and then a nice brass ball valve once again, because I don't trust these things. Then we're going to switch this line out here to copper, just so we don't get any breaks. This is the humidifier supply line. So we're going to make that right so that our new Honeywell humidifier that we're putting in gets good water flow, and I don't have to worry about this thing causing a flood in the future. And then the wireless thermostat too, so that I won't have to pull a wire through this older house here. Sometimes you can get away with pulling a wire, but in this case it just wasn't going to happen. So we're doing the wireless thermostat so that we can keep up with all the furnace's needs.
Baumler approved. It's another gold star. Everybody always wants to get on the Better Business Bureau and Home Stars and all these little checklists and all these little things you want to get on that you're great 5-star review and all these great. Baumler approved is right at the top of the pyramid. They only hire, and I shouldn't say hire, they only accept and keep high quality companies.
How you doing, Pete?
Good to see you, Brian. Welcome to Calgary's Home Show. How you been doing?
I've been good. I've been a little busy.
Good.
It's good to see you again, though.
Busy. How's Sarah doing?
She's good. She's, I think she's good. She's with the kids right now.
When we were approached 6-7 years ago to be Baumler approved, we weren't sure what it was. Brian had a lot of fame in the East, but not as much in the West here. I watched some of his shows, quickly realized that this gentleman knew his poop. He knew how to build. He knew high quality stuff. He knew energy efficient stuff. He knew garbage. He knew not to use this and not to use that, and he told everybody that.
But I'm here. I don't have the kids. I get to wander around the home show, see what's going on, see what's new.
Well, thanks for coming to Cowtown. It's always great to see you. We love seeing you here. Once we did a little bit of research, a lot of research, I guess. I said we want to be Baumler approved. We latched onto that, and it's got to be 6-7 years now. And you can see it. The people that join it are high quality trades. I've become good friends with him over the last 3 or 4 years. He's always comes and sees me when he's in town, which I really appreciate. Nice guy.
Found a little treasure in the furnace here.
Do you normally find things in furnaces?
No, not always, but let's just keep the tin separate from the garbage, so it can go to the scrap yard rather than the dump. This will probably be the only time you'll be able to see this fan here. That's going to push all our air for us here, so it's a bit of a tank. You can start setting up for that chimney line, my friend.
Ladder and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Why do you have to
At the box?
Yeah.
Because it sucks so much air that basically with these trains you can't really see that well, but it can only suck in so much air from the side here. And if we didn't put it on the box, when we put our bigger filter rack on here, it wouldn't get adequate flow. So by putting it on the box, we ensure that it gets what we want coming through it.
When you have a Canada outdoor kitchen, you get more out of life. Add a whole new dimension to how you use and enjoy your home. Enjoy family and friends, and extend your outdoor cooking, dining, and living experience all year round. Canada Outdoor Kitchens. Dream big, live well.
We at The Landscape Artist have been transforming Calgary landscapes for 40 years, serving this city and surrounding areas with smartly designed creative outdoor living spaces. Crafting your outdoor oasis has never been easier with amazing results. You'll enjoy working with our creative design team as we take your vision from dream to a reality. You deserve a place to unwind, a place to think, and a wonderful place to entertain. Call our firm today for your free consultation. The Landscape Artist, award-winning design and construction.
We didn't have to make them so comfortable, but we did. Toto.
We need to replace our kitchen cabinets.
You've come to the right place.
We have an idea, but...
You can sit down with one of our designers. That's one way we try to make your life easier.
I don't want to be assembling cabinets on my weekend.
Hey, the only yelling you'll ever need is that guy.
Renovating is fast and easy with the help of our cabinet experts.
I love these cabinets.
No longer a contractor's best kept secret. We provide pre-assembled cabinets right here in the great city of Calgary. Get your cabinets right here.
I like to think of it as a process. There's not any kind of quick and easy way to do it. Given the consequences, you can find a great contractor and you'll have a long, productive, constructive relationship. Everything will turn out how you wanted it. And the flip side could be you could have a real nightmare that is going to be a very dark point in your life. And not to make light of that, it can really be that bad. But I would start with referrals, personal referrals, people that have had actual experience with a particular contractor that worked out well. And again, it can be kind of like a marriage. It's not all roses necessarily, but you also know that you're working together to get to that point and to get to where you want to go. You want to get those references and say what went well, and I know you're happy overall, but tell me, what were the tough parts? What were the parts you disagreed on? Where did you butt heads? Because you will. There's lots and lots of affiliations, websites that give reviews and endorsements of contractors that qualify contractors. So someone like Brian Baumler, his Baumler Approved Network, you have to qualify as a contractor to be a member there. And you have to keep up those qualifications. Everything from licensing to insurance, they check and vet all those things for clients. Then you want to get down to a short list of these and maybe interview them over the phone is nice, but preferably in person. You have to be able to look somebody in the eye and then trust your gut, because most times you're right.
Last thing we need is to have it a couple inches short, and then you have to pull it out and stretch it again.
Advice on furnaces. Number one, make sure it's maintained. Old or new, make sure it's maintained. Even if it's old, it's still going to produce heat. And you don't want to be stuck January 15th with no heat in this city. So maintain your furnaces, clean the filters out, get your ducts cleaned. Call my buddy Annie. Get your ducts cleaned, change the filters. Make sure everything's working properly. Get a gas fitter by there to make sure it's burning properly. If your furnace is over 20 years old, 20 years is the time. It's like everybody thinks, geez, the car, I love comparing it to cars because we all go through a lot of automobiles in our life or trucks. You get to 5-6 years, you think, okay, it's not starting as good, it's not warming up as good. So a car has a 5-6 year shelf life. Furnaces have a 20. Once you start getting 17, 18, 19 years, you'll see that it's not quite as warm, the air doesn't push as good, and it's going to cost you a nickel and a dime here and there. A new motor, a new burner, a new igniter. So when you get to 20 years, it's time to really seriously think about getting a new furnace. And the high efficiency furnaces are so well done nowadays that it's a no-brainer.
Hi, I'm Pete the Plumber, here with Mike from Tally Renovations. Mike, what is your secret to these spectacular kitchens in Calgary?
Every family is unique, so we have to design every kitchen for your specific needs and your specific workflow. We focus on the details you want, from prep to cooking to serving and to cleanup. It all fits in a perfect workflow for you.
And that is why Mike is my #1 referral for kitchens in the city of Calgary.
Tally Renovations. Beautiful spaces, built right.
I've done a major renovation before, and I met them, and I was just so comfortable with them. Well, this is my sanctuary, and I want a peaceful, quiet place. I wanted a place that's welcoming. I love having company, and especially my family. That's the most important thing. Every Sunday, usually my family's here. And I just wanted a place where we can all be together.
Need a truck or a fleet for a seasonal job? Don't lease it. rent it. Shagganappy GM now offers short-term rentals for our entire lineup of Chevy and GM trucks. Shagganappy GM and Cobalt Rentals. This is the new way.
I love this.
We Calgarians take pride in our work, in our outdoor spaces, and we put a lot of time and effort into making comfortable, beautiful homes.
Can't wait.
We also love our water features.
Beautiful.
And that's where we come in.
From crazy indoor water features to crafting your own outdoor nature paradise.
That's what we do. Join us as we show you what you can have with some imagination,
heavy machinery,
and skillful hands.
We are Water by Design.
Got food cravings, Calgary? Introducing Ditch the Kitsch, an Alberta-grown company here to bring you your fave dishes from restaurants across the city. Go ahead, spoil your cravings, and ditch the kitsch.
Dan looks great. Let's talk about this furnace first of all. Hard to stop a train. Now, this is a little bit of a special furnace. Tell me about this one.
So this is an 80,000 BTU furnace, which normally would be in your 17.5 body.
A lot narrower.
Yeah, but we put her in the 21-inch body. So this is the C body. And the reason we did that is because it comes with the bigger fan motor.
Bigger fan, more push.
A lot more push.
Okay.
Given the layout that they had here,
right?
They're having a real tough time getting heat to the master.
Yep.
One, it was going over an unheated garage, and two, it was a really far run. So we put
bigger body, bigger fan, but we didn't need to increase the BTUs because we have to keep the BTU right size for the house.
Exactly.
And 80,000 fits this house, but we put the big boy fan with it.
Exactly.
Gotcha. And obviously they adapt their sizes and their fan powers and their fan speeds to the house. That's why we love them. Humidifier, what do we got?
We got the Honeywell flow-through humidifier here.
Yep.
And then Honeywell also equipped us with a wireless thermostat, so we wouldn't have to rip their house apart getting a new wire out to the new thermostat.
Nice. Pull this apart. Show me how easy to clean this filter is. The old drum type have gone the way of the dinosaur. Yes, people still do them. Watch Dan pull this filter out. It's just one screw to get that off, couple finger pinches to get the filter out. Bing, bang, boom. There's your filter. You take that off, pull that hose off underneath the sink with a soft scrub brush. Once a year, take all the hard water off, pop it back in, you're done. You're golden. Once a year, twice a year if you want. It's going to go back in here in about 30 seconds, and you'll never find anything easier, less complicated, and more durable than the Honeywell flow-through. It is just a fantastic, fantastic humidifier. And everything looked fantastic. We're going to go do the paper test now to make sure there's more airflow, air push. All our philosophies are great and engineering is great.
Absolutely.
We're going to go test it. The whole job started for Sheldon because of the hot water tank let go. We put a brand new ring in, 40 gallon, just atmospheric vent. We could keep the vent quite easily, and at that time he asked us, hey, do you guys do furnaces? Boom, boom, boom. Dan came over, got the train's another story now. We had to put a liner in though, because with the power vented hot water tank, power vented furnace, we're venting out the side wall. We don't need the main chimney anymore. So since we don't need the main chimney anymore, we had to put a liner down it, decreasing the size of it because it only had to take care of the hot water tank from now on. Looks like a great job though. Joe did this one, didn't he?
He did.
We got to give Joe a thumbs up.
Well, as one thing leads to another, always happens that way. First of all, we started off with a hot water tank and we were in dire need. So Joe came around, great guy, put in a unit that works perfectly. We have more hot water than we've ever had. And I happened to mention to Joe, well, maybe we should think about that 35-year-old furnace. And wow, that's when we got involved with Pete, and Dan came over, gave us the quote, and does that guy know he knows his stuff. So it's perfect.
Job went great. As you can see, it's winter out, so the days are a lot shorter. We got it all in one day. Bit of a tricky install, but it was great. But it was great working for, I got to say, a Calgarian icon. You know, Sheldon's a great guy. I've watched him many hours on the Canadian Pickers show. Fantastic guy, great install, nice and easy. Dan and Dallas know what they're doing. Bing, bang, boom, get right at it. When you know what you're doing, it's easy. Well, we're nice and cozy. How do you like this room now?
I love it. We went from an antique heater to state-of-the-art. And the Honeywell.
The mighty Honeywell. You got to love that.
Yeah.
Well, it's a train, and it's hard to stop a train. Okay, they are just one of the best furnaces out there made. You're going to see more heat upstairs quicker. You're going to love that. High efficiency. You're going to save the bucks big time. Furnace winning, great. They're going to have great heat this winter. Which is what it's all about. You want great heat, you want great efficiency, we want high efficiency, we want to save money, we want to save the environment. Less burning, less going up into the air, of course. He'll be very happy. Furnace filter rack, left you a couple furnace filters. Everybody says, what kind do I need, Pete? I love the $2 throwaways. I love them. Every 2-3 months, come on down here, change it. You know you've changed it. You're going to see how dirty and how black it gets, and then you know you've done it. Nice and easy. You don't have to wash it out. You don't have to get the hose out. You don't have to go to the kitchen sink. These are really good. The only issue is puppy dog might make you get the thicker ones. So see how it is with a pet dander.
No problem, but you guys are the best.
Well, thank you. Let us prove that to you.
I've got a used baseboard heater and a used humidifier. Are you interested?
Not at all. Not at all.
Hang on a second. I've got something for you.
Some people say, Lisa, I put a lot of money into my furnace. It's only 11, 12 years old. That seems young to replace a furnace. But you start getting up 16, 17, 18 years, and the repair guy says, we got to put this and this and this, and it's going to be $1,500 or $1,200 or $1,700. Look at a new furnace. The closer you get to 20 years, the more it's time to change it.
I'm really happy, and I say, bring on that cold weather. Let it cut cold. Don't care now.
Yeah. What do we got here?
Couple of dudes.
Oh, that looks very familiar. There's Scott. Wow. Yep. Look at that. And you signed them. Well, thank you very much. Now, where would you have got something like that made?
Oh, we had a few made.
You had a few made, so this is like a collector's item.
Absolutely. It was like $2 on eBay.
I was going to say, where this weight in gold? Well, thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Thank you very much.
You're going to love this. We need to maintenance it once a year.
Yep.
Keep the high efficiency nice and tuned up, running great. You will love this. How many square feet's a house?
About 1,800 above grade.
You will save $100 to $200 a month on utilities in the cold season. So when the weather's really cold, this puppy will be paid for itself in 2 years, 3 years maximum.
I say bring that cold weather on.
Bring it on.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure.
The pleasure was all mine. You know, when it comes right down to it, my partner Scott and I have been across Canada. We've been picking along all over the world, but primarily across Canada. And we've been in some ugly places, and we found some goofy stuff. And I'll tell you what, when you find a good pick, you know it. And when we found Pete, we got the best.
Furnaces they're a 20-year purchase. When they start getting to be 16, 17 years old, 18 years old, they're going to start costing you money. Fan motors, fan belts, limit switches, boards, they're going to start costing you money. After 15 years, 16 years, you're going to start money into it. 20 years, get rid of it. It's going to cost you money, or it's going to be a health risk. Cracked heat exchangers, carbon monoxide leaking, you don't want that. And the Train company makes a fantastic one. Hard to stop a train, near impossible to stop Pete the Plumber. And Sheldon was a great guy to work for, and his wife was lovely. They're a good team together. They're a really sincerely good guy, fun guy, and I look forward to have a great friendship with him in the years to come.
For all my plumbing needs, I know who I'm calling. I'm calling Pete.